Yo, yo, what's good, everybody? This is the prerequisite to the Big Stu Show. I appreciate any and everybody that takes the time to listen. I'm gonna dive right into it. No BS, no cut. Nah, I mean. So, a lot of stuff has been going on lately, and a lot of things have been missed. I apologize for the lateness. I wanted to start the show earlier, had some minor setbacks and some things happening at work. Y'all know how it goes, life. But a lot of things been happening in sports, man. Obviously, the Warriors won the championship. We know that. But there's a lot of crazy, or should I say, just last week, me and my fiance and the kids, we went to the Stranger Things experience in San Francisco. So stranger things are happening in the NBA. You got all these different sports outlets just proposing preposterous trades. We got sports aficionados proposing preposterous trades. You got even NBA players posing preposterous trades. And it's hilarious. It's very hilarious. So I'm going to backtrack to the championship, or should I say the championship parade. My buddy Miguel, he's going to love that I bring this up. My brother Miguel, he asked me who did I think that the MVP was. He texted me, and I think he said the MVP first. And I'm thinking he was talking about the game, but he texts and says, like, of the parade. And I lost it laughing because I watched the parade in segments. I watched it live for some time, but then I obviously had to stop for whatever reasons, and then I caught things as it was, and I determined that Clay was definitely the MVP of the parade for reasons. If you don't know why, please pause this. Take the time to go ahead and look up Henny Clay. And then come on back. I'll be here waiting. Go ahead and check that out. And that there will explain to you why I have come up with the conclusion that Klay Thompson is the MVP of the parade. But anyways, I'm going to move forward. So, as you know, oh, damn, I wanted to bring this up. So, I guess Brittany Griner's still in the Russian prison. Hopefully she can get out of there soon. The WNBA. Now, I want to preface my statement, even though I hate prefacing statements. The WNBA players, the player personnel are fine. They seem to get these things, right, and usually make the right statements and they're on the right side of the ball. But the WNBA itself, man, oh man, seems like they just don't get it. And I'm going to leave it at that. So no issue with the players, the amazing athletes of the WNBA. My problem is the league itself when it comes to handling situations like this, Hint, hint, comparing isn't always the route to go. So anyways, back to these preposterous trades, man. So we got, what's that? Gobert just went to Minnesota, and many believe that makes them instant contenders with D'Angelo Russell, with Kermit Washington. Anthony Edwards. If anybody's seen that damn basketball movie, you know what I'm talking about. Anthony Edwards, Karl Anthony Towns, and then Rudy Gobert. So a lot of people give Rudy Gobert a hard time. A lot of that came from the COVID get down, because it really, think about it. Before he made the COVID jokes, nobody was really coming at, wasn't really coming at Rudy Gobert. Straight like that. Nobody was really coming at him. Nobody had an issue with his game. And then once that happened, people found a way to kind of weasel their way into leveraging the way he acted, in the interview to, that. And then now that basically definitely put him under a heavy microscope, which is, it is what it is. It's I wouldn't say fair game, but I say like it's fair game without it being fair game, if you know what I mean. Understandable. So, and we got this situation with freaking Donovan Mitchell, who just wants to be gone. And honestly, the Jazz should just get him up out of there. And that's really, they should kind of blow it up and figure it out, because what they had going on, beforehand, it just, what they thought they had going on with that core of Mitchell and Gobert. To me personally, Gobert doesn't have enough, not that it matters anymore because he's no longer on the Jazz, but I want a little more offensive output out of my big man. Obviously, the game's a little different. Rim protecting, I honestly don't know. I can't tell you that I've watched enough NBA basketball to know if rim protecting is really a thing anymore. Are people really hunting for rim protectors? I mean, you can't teach big bodies, in a defensive nose on the big man, or a motor for that matter. But, who knows? Who really knows? So, where the hell? Damn, got lost in my damn thought. But yeah, I like offensive output. Like, let's see. Hot take. No, I'm joking. Let's take those like 2010 teams for the damn Magic, where Dwight Howard was just a freaking monster. Was a freaking monster on defense. So imagine imagine if his offensive game was half of what his defensive game was. Because he was just above and beyond defensively, but the offense was basically kind of like, we're gonna get. He had a little post game, but that was mostly because of superior athleticism. You know what I mean? But the footwork wasn't the most amazing. Obviously, big hands, long arms. And like I said, his body was that of a physical specimen, to where he could kind of make things happen in there. But most of it was rebounds. Most of it was kind of that short pick and roll off of the short corner and from the elbow down with Jameer Nelson. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. But there was no let's dump it down to you and you get a bucket for us. That's just what it is. Nothing wrong with that. But if there was at least half of what his defensive game was, oh my gosh, we're putting Dwight Howard in a different stratosphere. And that's with antics and all. The reason why I bring that up is because I feel like there's a vague parallel with Rudy Gobert. His defensive numbers are good. His rebounding numbers, I'll give it a good. Points, I'll give it a good as well. And I'm saying good as opposed to average, subpar. I'm going subpar, average, good. Subpar, average, good, productive. No. Subpar, average, productive, good, and great. And I don't mean great just stud, but you get what I'm saying. So his numbers, man. Obviously early on, not so much. But what's that? The last 3 or so years. What is it? 2022 now. Last 3 or so years, averaging about 15. I want him more around 18. And I believe that that's very reasonable for a franchise to expect. Possibly, maybe not with him in Minnesota, because Cat's going to get a lot of reps. Cat is pretty ball dominant for a big man. You got Ant-Man, who's definitely going to be, he's going to have his handprints all over the ball. D'Angelo Russell, who I believe is trusted by that organization to be a ball handler, decision maker. So there is a trusted multiple trusted sets of hands, which isn't too much of a bad thing. So Gobert might not be needed to get that 18, but I would love to see it, and I believe it's possible. Definitely believe it's possible. If I could see Gobert 16 rebounds, is that too much to ask? Let's think. Is that too much to ask? 18 and 16. Is that too much to ask for a big man of that proposed stature? You know what I'm saying? And by proposed stature is obviously I believe he's definitely viewed as a great defensive asset, but definitely not as much as an offensive. But I want those rebounds up. And it's just a couple. But he's been hovering, between 12 and 14 over the last handful of years. I don't think 16 is too much to ask. I don't think 18 points is too much. I think he could do that. And if he can, that will definitely raise the respect he'll get. Because, you got to think of it. As a defensive big man, what do? Contest. Because you're not chasing guards out on the wing. We've seen how that works with him specifically. Putting them in the mixer. So he's not really going to be chasing folks out across the wing. He's not going to be out there on top. It'll happen here and there, but that's not what he's going to be tasked to do. So what's he going to do? He's going to be under the rim, contesting. And you got some of the world's best athletes that are running downhill that hoop. So he's going to get dunked on. It just happens. When you go for blocks, you get dunked on. That's just how it happens. So he gets pooped on a lot sometimes. And I personally have done that. But, I'm beyond that, looking at everything for what it is. But I think Minnesota's a good look for him. Do I think they are just instantly contenders now? No. And I know a lot of people are going to think, oh, Nick, how can you not do this here? Not contenders. Do you see that? Do you see that? Do you see? I got 2 words for you. Brooklyn Nets. Brooklyn Nets. Everybody and their mother's cousin thought that the Nets were going to be so good because, oh my gosh, they have Kevin Durant, they got Kyrie, they got James Harden in there, and yada yada yada. And all of a sudden, Kyrie became a part-time basketball player. What's that? James Harden got tired of it. What's that? Kate didn't do it. Wasn't he hurt? I believe KD was hurt when he first got there. Wasn't he hurt for like a year and a half, something like that? Fresh off the Achilles. Yeah, he definitely was, but had to work his way back in. And basically it was like a tricycle. But only one of the tricycle wheels got air in it. And it's like, and you always had a tricycle with one tire with air in it. One working tire on the tricycle at all times. Which is ridiculous. Doesn't work. So I'm not saying it's going to be, or should I say I foresee so much of a, what's that? Golly, like attitude or stylistic difference between them that's going to be so jarring that it's going to just make it impossible for them to gel. I'm not saying that, and I don't think that, but nobody thought that with Brooklyn either. Everyone's like, oh, Kyrie and Kevin Durant are friends. Durant and James Harden play together. They'll just be reuniting. Yada, yada. And look at it now. James Harden going for that big money in Philly. Kyrie still out here burning sage. And Kevin Durant is scratching his head, looking left and right, trying to figure out what the hell he's about to do next. So let's not just, let's not be so quick to just say, oh, these people are instant contenders. On paper, sure. Have to do a deeper dive on that roster, which I don't feel like doing right now. But we'll just say sure and put a pin on that. On paper, sure, why not? It's like a contender, but, basketball games aren't played on paper. So it kind of is what it is. So I'm going to backtrack back to Utah now that we've got this Rudy Gobert joint out the way. So, so Donovan Mitchell. is a conundrum for me because excuse me for that delay. So Donovan Mitchell for me is and people won't get this, but try to follow me. Donovan Mitchell is Bradley Beal with more athleticism and a less polished bag. Significantly less polished bag. Yes, I said it. Donovan Mitchell has a significantly less polished bag than Bradley Beal. Straight up. Only difference is athleticism. He's a more athletic, least offensively gifted Bradley Beal. And why do I say that? Because Bradley Beal got his money, I'm pretty sure. God bless you, Bradley Beal. But what does Bradley Beal do? Score. And what else does he do? Score. What does Donovan Mitchell do? Score. And what else does he do? ... Score. That's just kind of what they are. And there's only so much of a ceiling that your franchise can have when your best player is just a scorer. That's it. Only so much. So I believe what is needed for Donovan Mitchell needs to just be and it's again, so-called basketball aficionados gonna be like, how dare you say this, nigga? That's preposterous. So I'm not gonna say a second role. I'm not gonna say he needs to be a Robin, but he needs to be like a 1B. He needs to be a 1B. There needs to be someone for him who will make more of the basketball decisions on the court and take care of the rock, to give it to him in all the sweet spots where he likes it. Pause. Because as a scorer, basically, like what, and those guys are geared for it. Like it's amazing how they're able to do that. They're definitely geared for it, which is just whew, man. It's crazy to watch them work. Hold on. Oh man, how did I not know about that until just now? Hey, DeAndre Ayton got his money. Man, I was wondering. Let me get off subject for a minute. Oh man, holy moly! So DeAndre Ayton got his money. Last I heard, they were kind of iffy on it. And I mean, hey, I understand why. Well, 4 years, $133 million. Hey, man, God bless you, kid. God bless you. DeAndre Ayton got his money. Hey, y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. How y'all feel about DeAndre Ayton getting his money, man? I know there's no real personal investment in this, but I always like to kind of take a step back and look at the big picture, you know what I mean, and see what these folks are accomplishing, man. And it's pretty amazing. But anyways, back to damn Donovan Mitchell. Was I talking about Donovan Mitchell? Yeah, I think I was. So, yeah, he needs someone to make those decisions for him and kind of take care of the ball, just to feed him the ball where he wants it, so he can just focus on scoring. Because how long has he been in the league now? Come on now. He's not going to change how he does his things. Folks are creatures of habit, which is why people don't wonder, why don't this person get good at free throws? Why don't this person get good at mid-range? Why doesn't this person get good? Since they were yay freaking high, they have been creatures of habit doing the same thing over and over. And why do they continue to do the same thing over and over? Because it got them where they are now. So they're going to continue to do it because it's gotten them success and it's gotten them this far. So why would they all of a sudden just say, I'm going to do something different? And I get it. That's fine. But Donovan Mitchell's game is not going to change. He's going to be a scorer, and he's just going to be a scorer. That's it. So, yeah, man, get on somebody. And somebody that's a little more aggressive as well. Like, Mike kind of love him. I love Mike Conley, man. Does he still play for the damn Jazz? I don't want to sound like a jackass, but it is what it is. There we go. I think I might. That's one thing I am gonna look up. That is one thing I'm definitely going to look up. Yeah, man, he still plays for the Jazz. But what, damn, he's 34 now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need somebody a little more aggressive. I say we like I'm a damn Jazz fan, but they need somebody a little more aggressive on the ball that can make decisions, but also put pressure on the defense to have to either react or continue guessing. That can get him the ball. And that's just what it is. And it has to be somebody with a high, not even a high offensive output, but the potential of a high offensive output. You know what I mean? You don't have to be a guy that the church is going to be able to get to the cup every time I see you with the ball. But I need the defense to look at you and say, it can happen at any moment. So I need to be ready. And that's it. That'd be great for him. A lot of folks want Donovan on the Heat. I saw one, and oh my Lord, on social media they have been posting god awful trades, like trades that should get people put in jail. That Heat trade, I'm like, what are you giving up though, man? You're gonna give up arm and leg, house and home, that young core, that. You know what I mean? Let's just keep it real, man. That young core, man, is I would hold on to it. I'll just say that. But let's say in a perfect world that, that he wouldn't have to give up anything just so arterial and they were able to get Donovan Mitchell. That would be very good for Donovan Mitchell. Why? Because it is a competent franchise with a strong winning mentality and a togetherness when it comes to defense. Defense, winning mentality, and they got folks that can handle that ball. Might as well sign him up. But obviously to get him there, they'd have to give up a lot, and that's just ridiculous. I wouldn't do that. What else did I see? Somebody said Brooklyn. I said shut up. Where the hell else? I seen one that just killed me, man. I was like, why? Let me look, man, see if I can see this crap. Where the hell? The Knicks. Okay. Here's my problem with that. What? And again, if he goes to the Knicks, the Knicks would love to have him, I'm very sure. They just paid an arm and a leg for damn Jalen Brunson. They probably sell their souls for Donovan Mitchell. So, wait a minute. If Jalen Brunson could be the guy to make the basketball decisions and put pressure on the defense, that could be good. But are we ready to definitively say that, Jalen Brunson is on that level of Donovan Mitchell? I don't know. Some people are saying after the playoffs. I'm personally not. But, yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But, yeah, that would be kind of good because I know he can handle the ball well, make good decisions, and I know Jalen Brunson could also put pressure on the defense a little bit. So that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. But then you say, okay, well, what else do we have around that? Is that damn Obi Toppin still there? Obi Toppin? Big man who do the East Bay all the time? What happened with him? Did he get injured? Did he break his foot or something like that? Let's figure it out, man. Did Obi Toppin break his foot? I hope he didn't, nobody. If he's not, my apologies, man. I hope he ain't. I don't know, man. Let's see. Yeah, man. Quickly. I forgot about Quickly, man. What happened with him, man? He was pretty productive initially. But anyways, back to damn Donovan Mitchell. Damn Knicks. Yeah. He would have to give it too much. I say hell no. Brooklyn. I say hell no. If you're the Jazz, let's move him and get what we can back, because you just got to redo it anyway. It don't matter what happened with Donovan Mitchell. Y'all got to get him gone. You got to get him gone, and you got to figure out what to do. And you got to figure out what to do from a franchise standpoint and infrastructurally, because the Jazz have not been a competent franchise for a long time. They used to be. But, I mean, what's it, 2022 now? When the hell did damn Deron Williams go to the freaking to the Nets? When they were the Nets. I mean, my silly ass. When they were or was it after they moved to Brooklyn already, huh? That was like, what was that? That was like damn 10 years ago. So yeah, man, the damn Jazz haven't been a competent franchise for damn near a decade. They just got to start it all over and figure out what the hell they want. Because I feel like they want something, but they're not quite sure. They're like when your wife, girlfriend, fiance, whatever you got, and you go to the store, and they kind of know what they want, and they go and grab a couple things, and they grab that initially when you first get in the store, when you first get into Walmart, but then 45 minutes later you're walking around and you still got those same 3 damn items that you had when you walked in, and you'd already walked through all the aisles 20 times, but she still wants to check just to see, like, I don't know, it's here somewhere. I don't know what it is, but it's here somewhere. That's what the hell the Jazz is doing, and it's freaking ridiculous. But yeah, they need to start over. What's going on in the league, man? Is damn Julius Randle still playing for the damn? He got paid a buttload of money too. So yeah, I see a problem. I see problems. Because I know, what's that? A couple years ago, Julius Randle got paid. They paid an arm and a leg for Jalen Brunson, which is damn ridiculous. They got damn Quickly in there. They got Toppin in there. They got R.J. Barrett in there. I mean, that's a all right get down, but money, baby, money. And then some folks are going to get mad because some folks going to, be getting shuffled around, so on and so forth. And like I said, I don't know these people's characters, so I don't know how they'll feel about it. But I know personally, I can surmise by the data, it's not going to be too great. But that's neither here nor there, I guess, at the moment. But yeah, man, Donovan Mitchell. We gotta figure out what the hell, man. NFL is coming up. Change gears. NFL's coming up, and I'm actually very surprised. My stupid ass. I don't mean surprised. I mean actually excited, because I think this is going to be a season where I have not been this excited for NFL football for at least maybe about 7 years. Yeah, so I'm definitely looking forward to this season. A lot of shaking and moving parts, man. A lot of things going on, and I believe there's definitely going to be a lot of good football. A lot of good football to be played. So what's that? September? What's it right now? Damn, July? Yeah. So September, man. September. It's on the way. NFL's on the way, and I'm happy, man. So we got the quarterbacks, them quarterbacks. Lamar Jackson's gonna do his thing. Pretty sure. Mahomes gonna do his thing. Pretty sure. Baker Mayfield got moved, right? Baker Mayfield got moved to the Panthers, to the Partners. I always call them the Carolina Partners. Oh, man. And I want to know how to... You know what? I feel like... he might play well there. So here's my thing. It's either going to go well or it's going to go bad. There's going to be no in between. There's not going to be a, well, it was all right type situation. It's going to go bad or it's going to go great. That's really no in between. Because Carolina is a bit of a jungle itself. Baker Mayfield just came out of a damn jungle. And I think it was a little bit too much on him. But I want to know who are the talking heads and the leaders for that organization on the player side. The reason why I bring that up is because if they're not more notable players than he is, and he's kind of going to be in the same situation anyway. Obviously, there may be iniquities, with his relationships with these franchises, but you know what I'm saying, dog, and not to. How can I say this analogy without sounding offensive? So basically, if I had a sunflower, take the sunflower, and I put it in the soil with the strawberries, guess what? It's still a damn sunflower. It doesn't really change anything, That's my point of bringing that up. Who do you guys got? Who do you think is going to have productive seasons? Who do you think? I need to know. You guys go ahead and comment. Let me know who you guys think are going to have productive seasons for the NFL. I'm definitely going to keep up with it. I'm very, very excited for the upcoming NFL season. I'm very excited for what's going to go on in the summer for NBA basketball. I am excited. Definitely. I might start watching baseball again. But the problem is, damn, Giants be breaking my damn heart, and the damn A's constantly break my heart. So it makes it very hard to follow baseball sometimes. But that note, gonna cut it short tonight. I appreciate you all, anybody watching. Again, this was just a little impromptu get down to see what's going on in sports, and this was produced to get you guys talking, so I can kind of pick your brains and see where you guys are at with the developments happening within our sports leagues. Y'all have a good night. I'm up out of here.